Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This video, we will talk about data integrity. So, integrity is all about ensuring the correctness of our information. And the second aspect of integrity is information will be modified because information is not static. With time, information will be updated. But when information is being updated, information should be updated only by authorized parties. That is the second aspect of integrity. The third aspect of integrity is if unauthorized modifications are made or if mistakes and errors happen to the information, we should be able to identify it and we should be able to correct it. And when we are talking about the correctness of information, there are three aspects to it. Information should be truthful, accurate, and complete. Let us say I have 1000 dirhams in my account and I am receiving a account statement for that month. The account statement also shows that I have 1000 dirhams in my account. If I have 1000 dirhams in my account, and if the bank statement says I have 1100 dirhams, then that statement is not truthful. It does not reflect the actual reality of how much actual money I have in my account. And this can be due to different reasons. Number one, it can be because the data is not complete. When I'm receiving a bank statement for a particular month, all the days of that month should be accounted for. If I only receive 20 days, if I only receive information related to 20 days, then that bank statement for that particular month is not complete because 10 days have not been accounted for. The same way, if I have a software doing some calculations, if the logic of those calculations are incorrect, then the output of that software will be inaccurate. So accuracy, truthfulness, and completeness, these are all aspects related to the correctness of information. Let us look at some integrity mechanisms. Authentication is implemented in order to ensure that only authorized parties will have access to the information. And then we have tools like anti-malware solutions, file integrity monitoring solutions. They will monitor files. And if any unauthorized modifications happen to the files, then they will treat it as an attack and they will alert us. In secure communications, security is provided by encryption, data integrity, authentication, etc. For the purpose of achieving data integrity in secure communications, hash functions are being used. So if A is sending a communication to B, we will take that communication and we will verify that communication using hash functions to ensure that whatever A has sent is being received by B. Then we have verification controls. For example, let us say there is somebody doing a calculation. After that person doing the calculation, a second person is verifying it in order to ensure that there are no mistakes. So verification controls are an example of integrity mechanism. And then we have, in databases, we have certain integrity mechanisms built in. In databases, if one entity is working on a particular piece of data, other entities will not be able to access it. So locking is when one entity is working on a data, the data will be locked. At the same time, if other parties will have access to it, then integrity violations will happen. The same way, when changes are being made to a database, let us say the database fails. It can be due to any reason. The database fails and the changes are not completed. Partial changes are there in the database. So next time when the database comes up, either the pending changes has to be completed or the partial changes has to be removed. This is an example of an integrity control that is implemented into databases as a design concept. There are a lot of integrity controls to talk about. But for the purpose of discussion, I have just mentioned a few of them in order to make the concept of integrity clear. I hope the video was useful to you. Thank you all for watching this video.